Well, here we are on April 2nd, and our renovated park is now ready for the public. Everything's done and ready to be open. The public this year will find 7 renovated picnic shelters with restrooms, all accessible to ADA standards. They'll find a 1.8-mile loop path, the new boat ramp, so that all the residents on the lake have a new boat ramp, plus the users, the day users for the park. New drinking fountains have been provided along the loop path and at the shelters too. We replaced the boat ramp at Spanaway Lake because of the grading conditions that happened in the water. Jet propulsion boats, when getting back on the trailer, would always push the ballast that comprised this boat ramp out into a berm. So we ended up with a boat ramp with a drop-off at the end, and then a large berm behind that where boats would hit their props on. So this was all regraded out to 50 feet into the water, below the ordinary high water line. And for the first 25 feet from where I'm standing out is comprised of these precast planks of concrete. They're 32 feet long. They're 8 inches deep, and they're about 4 inches in their width. And they go out for the first 25 feet into the water. And after that, there's a series of articulated blocks that can carry another 25 feet out and hold all of that boat ramp stable and locked together. So no more will it be pushed around by jet propulsion boats. Now this path follows the original path system that was probably installed back in the 1960s. So after 40-some years of wear, there was very little asphalt left, a lot of tree roots in the way, and it really wasn't a safe path for people to walk on, especially for seniors. So with the Department of Ecology, we found out that if we were replacing just the paths that existed, then we wouldn't be creating any more runoff. So we used the pervious asphalt pavement, below which is a ballast base which holds water. So what we've got here is a zero runoff path system, which works nice in a park environment like this when we're so close to the lake. And as you can see, it's delightful to walk on. You can ride your bicycle on it, skateboard on it, and even rollerblade. It's really a nice upgrade to this park. Here's a view. You can see Class B asphalt. That's a maintenance road butted up against our new porous asphalt paths, and you can see the difference in the texture and really see how porous this asphalt is, and yet it's still very smooth and even on its surface. The original bulkhead along this part of the lake was about 300 feet long, and that was all removed. All the concrete components of that were completely removed, and this new bulkhead was put in its place. However, we restored almost 200 linear feet of shoreline in this process and brought it back to rock and woody debris and native plant material, and then shortened the bulkhead to only 100 feet. And the purpose for that really is to start to give back to the shoreline edge along this lake, and recognize too that the use that we want to concentrate here with sunbathers and jet skis and canoes, kayaks, those types of uses, really is concentrated in this open sunny area. So now we've created a sunny grassy slope behind this bulkhead for sunbathing and playing, and a nice promenade that's accessible, even a beach that's accessible here and also by stairs at the other end. How about some words about the old playground? Here since about 1972 was a big old playground built from creosote-soaked railroad ties. I remember it from when I was a kid back in 1972 playing on this, and I worried so much about catching my toes or my fingers in between those pieces of lumber, and it was just really nice to be here and see something that's going to go away and a new playground come in its place. This is an up-to-date playground. It features 2 distinct areas, one for 2 to 5-year-olds and the other area for 5 to 12-year-olds. So all kids have a place to play. There's plenty of safety area around the entire place. Special things that we've added to the playground here are picnic tables and benches that are fixed in place. The picnic tables are accessible to wheelchairs. And we've added a couple plazas here so that parents and families have more places to be while they watch their kids play. All the picnic shelters here used to have a central fireplace, central cooking system. It was comprised of a huge, almost 10 by 10 square slab, raised about 3 feet up off the ground with a chimney all the way up through the roof. It took up a major portion of the interior of these shelters. So we removed those from these shelters, and it's just this particular one has this unique pole structure that was specially fabricated, designed by a structural engineer, and installed in this shelter. Other things that were revised and upgraded here, you'll see everything's been repainted and cleaned. The original counters and sinks were all removed and replaced with seamless, one-piece stainless steel countertops, backsplashes, and integral sinks. One of the 2 sinks in this shelter is accessible, as is the drinking fountain is accessible. So accessibility is key in importance here. You also see that we have all new plumbing, and the plumbing is caged so that it's secure from vandalism, and all of the electrical has been upgraded, every outlet and even the electrical panel.